How old was your brother during the divorce?
How old?
Dylan.
Dylan? Okay, he's 4 years older than me, so he was probably like 14, 15 at the time. Yeah, probably 14, 15.
Now, being that he was the older child and he was very involved in a lot of things, how much pressure did you feel like on you as a child?
I feel
following
like
his footsteps.
I feel like there was a lot of pressure. Like, I don't know, this thing called middle child syndrome. I felt like that was a thing. I don't know, it just seemed like it was too, it just seemed like I had to do as well as him, you know, in order to get acknowledgement from my parents. I did get the love and attention from my parents, just like, it was like, oh, Dylan got a gold trophy in this, and he got a gold trophy in that, and he got an A in his paper, and blah, blah, blah. And obviously, I couldn't compare myself to him. Like, he's 4 years older than me. I was still, like, in fifth grade or sixth grade, and he was in, like, high school at this time, you know? Like, there's no way I should be compared, now that I realize that now, that I shouldn't have compared myself to him.
Right.
But, like, at that time, I was like, I gotta do just as well as Dylan. Like, I gotta do something even better. I don't know, I just gotta do everything I can. So, like, I joined every club activity. Like, I don't know. I think I was doing that. On top of that, in sixth grade, when I first moved, I was trying to, like, I guess, distract myself from the divorce as well. So, like, I don't know, there was just a lot that was going on, and it was happening way too fast. And with just trying to get attention from my parents they are proud of me. I know they're proud of me. Like, now I know it to this day. Like, but I guess a little like, hey Heather, you did great, you know, kind of thing would have been great back then. But I knew that they were proud of me. I don't know, maybe like acknowledge, I don't know, just like saying it probably would have made me realize sooner, you know, I guess.
So in comparison between you and Dylan, do you think that your parents may have showed him more appreciation for his achievements than maybe you as you got older?
Oh, absolutely. I think so. You know, I just know because you'd be like, Heather, we gotta go to Dylan's game. Heather, we gotta go to Dylan's thing. We gotta go to Dylan's thing. We gotta go to Dylan's thing. And I'm over here just like, I don't want to go to Dylan's thing. I know Dylan's gonna do great. Like, why do I have to go watch it again and again? And like, I love my brother and I want to support him, but like, at that age, I was just like, I don't want to go to this. I want to do my own thing, you know? But like, I don't want to say like they were rubbing it in my face that like Dylan, and they would never do that. They would never be like, okay, Dylan's better than you, Heather. Like, obviously he probably was at the time, like when I'm like a baby, you know, I'm a child, and he was, you know, maturing, and I don't know, I think they expected me to do as well as him, if not more, I guess. But they would never assume that I would do worse than Dylan. You know what I mean? Like, they never wanted, like, they knew I was gonna do as good as Dylan. I guess it was like, I guess they were just like kind of like molding me, like priming me, I guess, into like being like Dylan, I guess, but not exactly. Like, you know, I'm not gonna play baseball. I did play softball. I never played basketball. It was too short. You know, I did as much as I could, and I have to say, like, I do hear from my parents now that they're proud of me. Like, I'm in graduate school. You know, like, that's awesome. Like, you know, like, so I feel good knowing that they're proud of me for doing that. So I don't know, it's a lot.
Now, did your brothers go to your events? You said you were in band and in dance.
Yeah, they hated it. They hated going to the dance thing. But they went. They supported me. I'm sure they complained, and as much as I would complain to go into their things, you know. But you know, it's funny that you bring that up. My brother Dylan, he goes, "Can you stop graduating from schools? I'm sick and tired of going to your graduations, you know." And he's like, "You got into a master's program, not to go to another graduation, you know." So, but you know, I know that it's full support's there. You know, I know that like, you know, everyone is excited to go. Like, even if they don't like, you know, they complain, but I know they're like happy for me, like, because I'd be happy for them. Like Dylan did great in the basketball game. He scored like 6 shots. Like, or whatever, you know. Like, that's awesome. Dylan is the best at basketball, you know.
Right.
And Jake's the best at something. I don't know what he does. He does stuff. I don't know what he does though.
So, is there still some competition that you feel personally between you and Dylan currently?
No, I wouldn't think so. Not currently.
No.
I mean, like, I wouldn't feel like it. I feel like he's doing his own thing and I'm doing my own thing. Like, it's completely opposite. Like, he's running a construction thing and I'm in school. You know, like, I don't feel like there's any kind of like way to even like compete. You know, Dylan's doing his thing that he likes and I'm doing my thing that I like. So, I don't know. I think in terms of like life, like, you know, going through like life changes, like finding that special someone, or like having children, or getting married, or you know, whatever you want to do, travel the world, whatever. I do think I haven't beat on traveling the world, but you know, I think he found that special someone. They've been dating for a long time, you know. I'm like, you know, when are you gonna ask her, you know? But anyway, you can't compare that either. Like, I'm 22 and he's gonna turn 26 soon, you know. Like, he's moving up in that like maturity stage where, like, not that he should be, like, you know, I'm not gonna like say like at this age you need to be married or have children, but like he's getting into that comfort zone of, you know, realizing that, hey, like, it's time to like, you know, do this now, start a family, you know, and have my own house and like, you know, be a real adult, you know, like, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, okay, well, like, I can't compare because I'm still living at home. I have a lot of debt on my hands. I'm too focused in work and school to even like have a social life. You know, I like constantly am either work or I'm doing schoolwork, and that's how it's always been at school. Like, not start of college, like freshman year, like probably like junior, senior, it's starting to get like really intense, and that's all I did was schoolwork or work or internships or whatever, seminars, blah blah blah. I did all of it. I did all I could to just like totally delve into my work, and I loved it. I loved doing my work and I loved doing school. That's why I guess I don't have a problem. I mean, I do go out. I do have a social life, but like that's why I don't have a problem like going out every night. Like some of my friends still do. Like, you know, we all graduated college now. It's time to like, you know, I guess they're enjoying that kind of like mini like phase between like getting a real job and like graduating, you know, college. So they're just enjoying being home, I guess, and going out all the time. And they're like, oh, you should come out. And I'm like, nah, like I don't want to. I'm not feeling it. I'm like dead by 9 o'clock, and I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day. It's like clockwork now.
Oh wow.
I know, it's pretty insane. I have to be at work at like 7:30 in the morning, and I leave by like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then like, you know, weekdays I'm here, graduate campus, whatever. And I don't know, it's just like every time I turn around, there's always something I gotta do. You know, I feel like something's always like on my shoulder, like being like, you need to do this, you need to do this. What's with the hand motions? You need to. I don't know. I just anxious. You need to do this. Like someone's like, I feel like someone's on my shoulder being like, you need to do this. What's the next thing you have to do? Like it's never been like a calming time. It's never been like a break. It's always been like, you need to move on to the next thing, next thing, next thing. Like, what do you need to do next? I feel like.
Can you pick a point in your life where you didn't feel as though you were in like a competition with your brother anymore?
Probably when I went away to school. I feel like, because me and my brother have always been close. Like, there's never been like me and Dylan are like super close, like really, really close. And there's like, I've never felt like, I don't know, like I'm sick of you, I hate you because you're this person. But probably like he moved out of the house when I just moved away to college. So like, and we kind of just did our own things, like more so than usual. Like that's when like we didn't talk as much. Like we still kept in contact, but like we were like always like texting or like, you know, call each other once a week or something like that. Even when we were living in the same house, it was still like that. We were like text every day and like I mean, not call, but like we would still talk every day, even if we didn't see each other. Like he'd be at work or I'd be at school or work or whatever, was going on. We'd always have some kind of contact when he was living there. But I guess since like I went for junior year of college, went away, and he finally moved out of the house, and we didn't keep that closeness. It was kind of just like, we didn't grow apart, like, but like we were just doing our own things, like totally separate, like I was busy and he was busy, so we were just doing our own things.
So what is your dynamic with your relationships with your family now like?
Let's see. I feel like I'm just very independent. Like I feel like not that I exist in the house. I'm barely there. Like I just kind of go home and sleep, and like I just live there. I don't really I'm at school or I'm at work, and I say hi to my mom, I say hi to my stepdad, I say hi to Joey, my little brother, the baby brother.
Right.
Jake's barely home because he's working or at school. So it's just kind of like I just come home and crash, and I'm back at it again. I'm like never home. So it's like very, very independent. My mom's always like, "Oh, let me know if you need help," like blah blah blah, and I'm like, I don't need help. Like I'm not self-sufficient. Obviously, I live at home, but like I'm pretty good. Like I'm working, I'm keeping busy. I'm at this point where like school's starting to get like a little intense, and like work's like having me work like 40 hours a week, and just trying to like balance work and school was like a thing. But like the thing with my mom too is like she's always there when I need it, kind of thing. Like I feel like she always has like a sixth sense for like being like, okay, you're like on the verge of like, I'm not going to have a mental breakdown anytime soon, but like you're on the verge of having like a mental breakdown, and I'm going to talk to you right now about it. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. She's like, no, I know that you're under a lot of stress right now, and you need to talk about it. And I'm like, all right. And then we'll talk about it, and I'll feel better afterwards, But it's always like a once in a while thing that happens, It's just like everything just kind of like on everything, Like it just kind of falls on top of each other, and just everything just happens to land like the same week or the same day. And just trying to get it done is just like get motivated to do it. It's like a lot of work, but like I said, to get back to your original question, it's just like very independent. Like I just exist in the house, and it's whatever. Like I still have dinner occasionally with my family, and whenever we get a chance to see each other, we catch up. But other than that, like just whatever.
How about your father?
My dad, well, I see him once a week, every Sunday, and hang out with him for a couple of hours. He's really, really busy all the time. Like he works like 60 hours a week, so like his like Sunday is always like his time to like hang out and like relax from work. So like it just worked out that like me and Jake, Dylan's busy doing things. So like when he can, he'll come visit. But like usually like Sunday's like a relaxing day for me too. Like I'll be like, okay, like I can like if I get my work done all week, and then I can just finally relax on Sunday. I don't work, I don't have class, I have homework, everything's done. I just hang out with my dad and catch up, because like I like barely talk to the guy. I mean, I like through in a week, like not as much as I would talk to my mom. Like like, oh, how's your day going? Like we just catch up, like we see how your week's going, and he he'd be like, how's school going? Like he's pretty good about that. He got remarried to my stepmom, and she's got like 2 kids that are like in their 30s, so it's like we barely see them either. So it's like we're constantly like always going out and hanging out and watching football. It's like a good time. Like it's nice. It's like a nice, I guess it's a nice break, I guess you could say, from everything.